Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick little video here checking out the major differences between the Xperia Z3 Plus on the left and the Xperia Z3, which is the outgoing flagship here, and definitely feels a little bit jealous that it's no longer the top dog for the Sony stable, but nevertheless it's still a very relevant phone here. We wanted to see whether it's worthwhile to upgrade here from the Z3 on the right to the Z3 Plus. I think most of the improvements I've been seeing on the Z3 Plus have been long needed really, and do resolve quite a few annoyances I had with the Xperia Z3 and Z2. First thing I did notice actually when going to charge the device, I've put it through its first charge cycle, is how easy it is now just to pop in the charger at the bottom, no messing around there. Very nice and quick. However, the downside actually of this is that they have removed the charging dock capability. You can see we do have that here on the Z3. No more charging dock capability here. Also, because we do have one flap now which contains like the nano SIM as well as the micro SD here, I found it to be very difficult to get the plastic out without the aid of like tweezers. Maybe it's just that I don't have very big nails or anything, but the plastic in there does seem to be quite embedded, so do bear that in mind. In terms of the actual form factor of each device, it is obviously a little bit thinner here. It's getting at, hang on, let's have a look. What is the measurement? The measurement actually is 6.9 millimeters here in terms of the thinness on the Z3 Plus versus 7.3 millimeters on the Z3. So very slight change here in terms of the thinness. Also the weight, 144 grams versus 152 grams on the Z3 normal. So obviously it does feel a little bit lighter and thinner here, very refreshed kind of design, but then again very similar still to the Z3. The display hasn't gone through many changes here, still full HD with the triluminous tech in there, and also the reality tech, which is still a fantastic display here, as you can see. To me it does look like it's a little bit more colourful than the Z3 normal, which still has a fantastic display, but it just seems like they've upped the saturation levels a little bit when it comes to the Z3 Plus. Also we can have a look to see if it is a little bit brighter here, so we can just put them both on the max to check this out. So we can see if we can see a difference here. So we can see we're getting 570 odd there, so it does get quite bright. And on the Z3 looks like we're getting the same here, so it doesn't look like we get a major difference when it comes to the brightness on the displays. Both of them should be still very good outdoors here, and that is good. According to the spec sheet, obviously we do have slightly better in terms of the system on chip. Now we are running the Snapdragon 810, which is obviously the octa-core platform. A lot of people have been expressing concern whether or not it makes the device heat up. I've not had a chance yet to put it through some intensive tasks like using the 4K and things like that, but when I do I will report back on that to see if it keeps cool. It is using the newer version of the Snapdragon 810, which is the revision 2.1, which should be a little bit better than the older revision. The actual day-to-day performance of the Z3 Plus seems to be very good here. It seems to be very quick to open up apps, etc. Not a huge step up from the Z3 though, as you can see. It might load things slightly quicker here and there, but the Z3 is still no slouch here, as you can see. Only a slight bit behind when it comes to your day-to-day tasks, but obviously we're going to have to put it through some more heavy speed testing to check out what the real performance is. Obviously the software is quite similar here, so if you have a Sony device, you're pretty much going to be very familiar with the software. There are some little differences here and there, such as if we go to this small apps section here, you can see we do get some more choices, such as what is this, touch block. No, we've got that on there actually. We do get Google Keep in there and something else as well, which what is that? Something else is there we go, music. So it looks like we get music in here, but you don't get that on default by on the Z3, so that is a slight change here. And on the music player, I've noticed as well we getting slightly different in terms of the equalizer settings. You can see we do have this download music info as well as Spotify integration, and if we go into the audio settings, which used to be called sound effects, we can see we do get no kind of access to the headphone settings without plugging in a headphone, so you do have to have like the headphones. Very strange that the Z3 Plus doesn't come with a very nice pair of headphones, if you ask me. I was expecting that, but you can see if we go into the sound effect settings here, we do get pretty similar across the board, although we do get this new audio optimization setting here, which gives you kind of like a more optimized sound. You don't get that on the old Z3. So there are some very nice refinements here to the software experience, and these refinements also extend to the camera, obviously, which, as you can see, you can go here and have a look at these here. So you do get pretty much all the settings you're used to with the Z3, but now we do have something called AR mask, which is slightly different. You might be able to download some of these things for the old Z3. Style portrait as well, something quite new. So I might check these out in a different video here to see what exactly they are about. But in terms of the actual camera right now, I am going to do a proper dedicated test of the Z3 Plus, but it seems to be a quite similar affair here. Maybe it takes things a little bit quicker in terms of the pictures, but not a huge difference here really. So other than that, obviously we do have a similar type of underlying experience here when it comes to like the settings and things like that. If we have a look at the personalization, you can see we do get similar type of themes here that you can put on in the store here. So I think the software experience is quite similar really. Obviously another area people might be interested in is the sound quality of the speakers here. We can just check that out to see how that is. If we can just get something, should be able to get something quite quick. See, there's just too much music here, and it is annoying. What is this?
How it works is I'm going to press this button here. This activates the impression generator.
Yeah, wow.
It'll land on one random celebrity that we can do an impression of, and one random topic, okay? So whoever's turn it is, they have to do an impression of that celebrity talking about that topic.
Got it.
Until we hear this sound. There you go.
Okay.
You're up first.
Oh, man.
Press the impression
Okay, all right,
generator.
here we go. It's like press your luck.
Coming in.
So to me it sounds quite loud here, but we can just check it out with the Z3 here as well.
How it works is I'm going to press this button here. This activates the impression generator.
Yeah, wow.
It'll land on one random celebrity that we can do an impression of, and one random topic, okay? So whoever's turn it is, they have to do an impression of that celebrity talking about that topic. Got it. Until we hear this sound. There you go.
Okay.
You're up first.
Oh, man.
Press the impression
Okay, all right,
generator.
here we go.
So it seems like from the scientific instrument here, there's not a huge step up, but I'll probably do a more in-depth speaker test with some music or something in another video. But other than that, some other changes to be aware of. We do have slightly more internal storage here. So I think it's 32 gigs internal storage. Can have a look. So you do get about 19.51 gigabytes free, which is good. The phone also supports fast charging as well, which is a bonus, but no fast chargers included in the box, which is a bit of a bummer, but nevertheless it does support the quick charge if you do have that. Slightly less battery on the Z3 Plus as well, 2900 mAh versus 3100 mAh, which is a bit weird, but nevertheless I guess it's because it's a little bit thinner here. And obviously although the camera does look the same, apparently it has got an improved 25mm wide angle Sony G lens now, so there have been some upgrades here with the Bion's processing engine as well as superior auto mode. So not everything is exactly the same when it comes to the camera. But I will put these through a dedicated speed and camera test in a separate video to check out the performance, so do look out for that. Yeah, so this has just been a quick little review comparison here between the Xperia Z3 Plus and the Xperia Z3. Hope you did enjoy, and if you did, please like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.